During the holidays, what's better than sitting by a crackling fire? And even better, what if that fire was carbon neutral because you have solar panels on your roof? So let's take a look at this electric fireplace by ClassicFlame. Okay, so I am in the middle of a renovation. I'm sort of working towards a carbon neutral household. So I have here an electric fireplace. This is ClassicFlame's 23-inch 3D infrared quartz electric fireplace insert. So let's see what's inside. I actually haven't opened this yet. Styrofoam, not a fan. And, oh, there's handles on the side. That's nice. Well, that wasn't easy, but there are handles on the side, which is nice. It appears to just be one unit. Styrofoam and plastic. Not a fan. Yeah. So inside the box is one thing. Hopefully you can see here on the side, this appears to be the cord and a controller. So there's literally only three things in the box. The unit itself, the remote control, it comes with batteries, and the instruction booklet. So if you're thinking about buying one of these inserts, it's actually really easy. There's not much inside the box. All right, so let's plug this in and take a look. All right, so this is clearly not installed, straight out of the box. I haven't even taken the sticker out of it. The controller is pretty simple. It just has 8 buttons. I'll also say that the controller has lights on it. So when you press any button the first time, it turns on the controller lights, and then after that is when it actually works to change the color of the flame. So this is a bit of a nice feature if you're having a romantic night and the lights are off and you need to change the fire, there's lights on the controller. So I don't know, maybe that's a nice feature as well. So I'm going to press the power button, the sort of top left button. All right, that's pretty cool. For something that just has lights inside, I'm pretty impressed with how this looks. So right below the power button is something that looks a bit like an hourglass. I'm going to press that. Let's see what that does. All right, so you can see, hopefully, right up here, it appears to be a timer for when this goes off, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour. So I guess you could set this to go off at a certain point. It's kind of cool. Okay, well, right below the hourglass button is something that looks like a bit like a speedometer. So I'm going to press that. Okay, and what that does, it seems to bring up another set of numbers. And I think if you watch the flames, again, I'm learning this with you. If you watch the flames, I think it sets the speed that they're flickering. So
yeah, if I put it to 51, it's actually humming. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's humming a bit less. So I suspect there's something rotating inside that's causing the lights to move like this. But that's 51. 55 is the fastest. So hopefully you can see that that speedometer is setting the speed of how fast this goes. All right, so I guess below and slightly to the right is this thing that looks like a fire. Okay, and that seems to be opening this little thing that says F1. F2, okay, so this one changes the color, blue. F3, I don't know, a little bit purple maybe. And F4 gets kind of yellow. F5, entirely blue. AU, it's kind of cool. Nothing. So it's on, but it's doing nothing, AU. So F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, AU, 0, 0. All right, so if we go back up to the top, there's a little temperature icon, which I'm sure puts on the actual heating element. So right now we're just kind of watching a movie. If I press the temperature icon, all right, it starts blowing. I don't know if you can hear that. If I press the up-down carrots, yeah, so I can set the temperature with those up-down carrots. And actually, I don't know if you can hear it. I have a little lapel microphone. There is like a blower here, and I can actually feel the heat coming out. So that's what the temperature icon does. And if I press it again, I think it turns off. It's still blowing. It's probably just going to blow off the heat. So I turned it off. I heard it click, but yeah, okay. So if I press the temperature icon, there's a click, which you probably can't hear. The temperature comes on, and the blower comes on. If I press it again, it clicks, but the blower stays on for a minute. It's just, I think, cooling the element. You probably can't hear it, but the blower is still continuing even though the element is turned off. It's actually a nice feature. What that means is that, yeah, there it just clicked off. That's actually a nice feature, so that the hot element isn't just sitting there. It actually cools the element off before the blower goes off. Another feature it has that is a bit interesting is that if we turn on the heat, so I've got the heat pretty much maxed out. You can hopefully hear the blower, but if you keep watching the video, you'll see the elements actually become bright. It's an infrared heater. So hopefully you can see the sort of orange light that came on. That's the heating element. And it has a sensor, which is trademarked. But if I block it, this is just the styrofoam that it came with, which hopefully you're all worried that this is a fire hazard. But it actually has a sensor so that if you block the element, it will automatically turn off. So that took about 20 seconds, but you'll see that the element is turned off, so you can't see the glowing infrared anymore. The fan is blowing to finally cool it off, and you can see it's sort of in an E5 error mode. That's the error code that says it's turned off because the heating element was blocked, which is a bit of a nice feature. To get it out of that, you have to press the power button. and then it turns back on. Again, in the previous setting that it was on. And then right below the temperature gauge, there's a little kind of sun icon. If we press that, so you have, I guess, brightness options. B5, B4, B3, B2, B1. A few more features I've noticed playing with this a little longer is that if you turn it off, it remembers whatever settings you had in it, which is nice. So I specifically put the entirely blue flame on because I don't like it. And I don't know how useful this feature is, but it also seems to remember if you unplug it and then plug it back in. So this is a bit of a, this is an insert. So, I mean, I don't know how often you're going to move this around. All right, well, thanks for watching. I'm eventually going to put this into a kind of a false mantle build that has a TV lift inside of it. So it'll be like a fireplace in front, and a TV will come out the mantle at the top. So if you want to see that video, definitely hit like, subscribe, share. If you have any more questions about this that I didn't demonstrate, I'd be more than happy to make another video or answer any questions you have. And so for the outro of the video, I'm just going to cycle through the settings in the dark for you.